Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well and happy and hale and hearty as usual. So, today I want to talk about not a very common topic perhaps, but on power, control, and care. Of course, when we are born into this world, all of us want to be cared for, all of us want to be loved, all of us want to be tended, all of us want to be, pampered, and actually, and it is our birthright. I mean, it was never our decision to come into the life, it was our parents who brought us. But as in how you grow up and you experience things, you have your own experiences, whether in your school, in your personal relationships, in your friendships, you see that there is this uncontrollable need for others to control you, you know. And the need of control is so uncontrollable. It's just out of your hands. We see it in our family dynamics. Consciously or subconsciously, the relationships we are in, our ego comes in between. And what do I mean by ego? Of course, this is with respect to the more so with the caregivers, the people who are older to us, the ego of a parent. Oh, I'm a parent, my child needs to listen to me. Or I'm an aunt, this is my space in the world, this is how it's supposed to be. But are we born only to serve others? Are we born only to stroke others' ego? Are we not born to know who we are in essential terms? Like, why are we born? Are we just born to fulfill different roles of a brother, sister, mother? Eventually, when you become a mother or a father, or that of a daughter or a son, or a boyfriend or a lover. But what are we in essentiality? That no one has taught us. We all are taught to be the best daughter, there are the best girlfriend, the best boyfriend. We are taught to be, I mean, not explicitly, but inherently, we are taught to be a good girl, a good boy, a respectable man, an honored man. But who are we? Like, do we not have any roles beyond that? And that's when, being a political science student, that's where the concept of power, I can't help but notice it in the minutest of relationships and interactions on a daily basis around me. So I've just jotted some points you might notice my gaze is going that side. So once we go through something big, let me just put it very traumatic in life, be it in a loss of a parent, loss of a friendship, or any time when a person's whole sense of self or the reality is shaken. The people around you have such a need to come on the fore and exercise their say, less from the space of care, but more from the space of striking their ego that now I am the one who is supposed to take care of things or whatsoever. But mind you, people, each and every time that care comes about, and if you've not had good experience in life, it will be control by the end of it. And it is the most confusing, toxic trait, and at the same time, very disempowering experience you will tend to feel in your gut that true love and true care is empowering the other person. It is to make the other person in front of you self sufficient. It is to giving them the agency under the law of so called natural and divine rights that they can exercise their own will and wish. Yes, at times the person may not be able to take a sane decision, then it becomes your duty to just let them know, but not sit on their head and dictate your ownership under the, you know, tag or under the disguise of, oh, I care for them. Mental and emotional control cannot be justified under the name of care. And the person who's experiencing it, self abandonment and not standing in your own right cannot be justified under the name of respect. I hope these two lines these two lines are actually the crux of the entire video, to be honest. A lot of times we see, especially in Indian familial setup, more so the ones, North Indians, the Punjabi belt, those who have been migrants from Pakistan, we see so many these, if I have to put it in a very rogue language, choo 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 choo, and so many of conflicts we experience where the mother-in-law is on the head of the daughter-in-law because they themselves have experienced that that's the generational curse which has been going with so much of patriarchy being there in the society, women not getting a healthy outlet outside of their familial setup. They are not able to channelize their energy into something productive. The result is going to be traumatic control, nothing else. And the worst part into all of this that even in today's generation where women have empowered themselves enough to step out of the house, where they have a sense of purpose, they're living for something, they're working towards something, they keep shifting the dynamics because they've seen their mother suffer like this. They don't know healthy places to derive their self worth from. They're because just with maybe second or third generation which has learned how to step out and to really reclaim spaces in male dominated professional arena, the self-worth is still somewhere derived from the power and the control they have in the family or a household setup. And that's a very sad state of affair, I will not deny, but it is what it is. So I just, by the means of this video, just want to express just one and only message. Kindly be aware when you are caring for someone that you are not getting into the egoic control of dictating the decisions of the other person or influencing them when you're at the giving end as well as when you're at the receiving end. Make sure that that care is genuine and it does not lead you to abandon yourself what you believe in which is for your higher good, because we perpetuate both the roles. We care also, we get cared for also. And it's not only a one side thing I'm saying, and all of this happens very unconsciously. I'm not saying that the people have such intentions, but it's one's duty to be very aware, you know, where control is being disguised as care and not to fall into that trap. And for you also not to perpetuate something similar onto others. So I hope this did help. Just a small snippet I wanted to share, like how traumas and generational curses and egos of relationships, of the relationship we are performing, make us actually not care for the other person but make us get into an ego and therefore reclaim our superiority over the others, which is never healthy, neither for you nor in the long term, and not for the other person. And this is what leads to resentment by the end of it, then. and all we want is to be resentment free. Okay, bye. Please take care. See you all soon.